One of the questions that you would get a lot during the interviews is related to the career transition. So let's say that you are already working as a software engineer and you have now learned data science and AI or any other technology and you are applying a role in that particular technology. So interviewer would definitely ask you why you want to shift from your current role into this new role, why you're making a career transition. And this is a very common question. So in today's video, we would discuss about this question and how you can answer this question in a right way so that you can really stand out in the interview. Let's get started. When the interviewer is asking you this question, he or she wants to know what is your thought process, why you want to make this transition, are you having the right kind of reasons to make this transition, and as you are making this transition, are there any skill gaps, are there any knowledge gaps? So those are the things interviewer is trying to understand when he or she asks you this question during the interview. So the first thing is why you want to make this transition. So let's say that I will take some example. Let's say that I am a software engineer who is working as a backend developer in Java, and now I want to make shift in AI or I want to make shift in data science. So one of the ideal answer which can become for this question is I have been working as a backend developer from last 5 years, and during these 5 years I have developed these 3 to 5 applications which have created this impact on the business. Now, I was also searching about data science and AI, and I was very curious that how this technology can have future impact. And when I had in-depth knowledge, when I had in-depth search, what I came to know is if I learn data science and AI along with my skill sets of a backend developer, I can create a bigger impact on the organization. I can solve some very, very challenging problems in the market. And that's why I decided that I want to learn data science and AI, and I started learning it. And I've spent good 6 months of effort to make sure that I'm learning everything inside out. And during that effort, I have also built multiple projects so that I get actual hands-on experience on building data science models. So if you see this answer now, I was telling how I made that decision, why I made this decision, what kind of efforts I have taken. And I also mentioned that I have built a lot of projects during this journey, because this would help interviewer to understand that why I have made this shift. And the second thing is that have I put the right kind of efforts. And I'm very sure that whenever someone makes career transition, guys, career transition is never easy. It's not that, okay, you would do some course and you would suddenly make a career transition. It's never that straightforward. You would have to put a lot of efforts during that career transition program. And you can definitely talk about those efforts during the interview. So let's say that you are doing your career transition program while you are working full time somewhere. Then I'm very sure you have to work at nights. You have to work on weekends to make sure that you are learning things in a right way. You are building right kind of projects, and only then you can make that transition. So talk about that experience, talk about those efforts during the interview, because that also helps us to understand as a hiring manager that you have put a lot of efforts to go through this. So you are definitely a hardworking person, and you are definitely learn these things in a right way. You have went through the things in detail, in depth. So make sure that you share that journey as well. Then another area where it can become a challenge is, let's say that you are coming from a completely non-tech, or you can say a non-software engineering background. Let's say that you are someone who is currently working in customer support role, and now you are trying to transition into a data science role or any full stack development role, a technology role basically. So in this case, you can talk about what you have been doing in last few years, how you have created impact. And at the same time, you can say that I have been working, let's say, as a customer support engineer over last 5 years, and in that I have been resolving customer issues. But one thing that I have realized over last 4 to 5 years is my work is becoming repetitive, my work is becoming monotonous, and I think that I can create a bigger value than this. Even during my college days, I was doing these projects, so I had a lot of curiosity in making the transition, and that's why I have started learning XYZ skill over last 1 year, and these are the projects I have built, and that's why I want to make a transition. So don't say that I hate my job. It shouldn't sound like you hate your job, but you can definitely tell that in your current role or in your current job, you're not seeing the kind of future that you want, and you have more within you. You're more capable than the kind of work that you're doing, and you have more interest towards the technology that you are going to learn, whichever technology you are learning. And then consider these 3 to 4 points and cover those in your answer of why you want to make that career transition, which is very, very, very important, guys. Now, another thing that you should cover in your answer is your commitment, passion, and long-term goals. That is very, very important. So let's say that you are transitioning from the backend developer to the data science role, right? So definitely say that over next 5 to 10 years, I want to become like expert data scientist. I want to get into a leadership role in data science. I want to change the way in companies use their data and make business decisions. So those kind of statements, those kind of long-term plans would definitely help. And whenever you answer anything related to career transition, one thing that you definitely have to do is be confident, guys. Talk confidently, because if the interviewer sees that you are not confident enough talking about your career transition or your decision of making that career transition, then how that person would get confidence in you that even if they offer you role, a kind of a role which you haven't done in the past, you would be able to do that in a right way. So be very confident when you answer the questions related to career transition and cover the points which I have shared with you. If you do that, I'm very sure that this particular question you would be able to handle very, very comfortably. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.